Okay, now it's live. My body, my choice. Welcome. God bless. If you're still there. Um, wow. All right. I'm going to make this short anyway. So I know there's going to be people joining in late, but I'm going to try to make it short so I can just put it out there. Here's the situation. This morning, uh, my sister let the cat out, Baby. And if you've seen pictures of Baby in the past, you know who Baby is. And uh, it went over into the neighbor's yard, and they have two pit bulls. Well, the one of the dogs got a hold of the cat and ripped it apart, and my sister tried to rush it to the vet, but it died. And then animal control came out. See, this bad enough that the cat died. Sure, the cat was in the neighbor's yard, so it's not the dog's fault. It's not the neighbor's fault. We know that, but the neighbor uh, was afraid that the cat had rabies. We told them that the cat had its shots. We don't have the records for it, but the neighbor wouldn't believe and was worried that the dog was going to get rabies. Well, the dogs are both vaccinated, so there's no possible way. You can look it up on Google. You cannot, a fully vaccinated dog that's current and up to date with boosters and everything cannot get rabies from anything. So there's that. So then, so when that happened, now we have to have an autopsy done on the cat. They have to cut the cat's head off, and then send it. We had to send it to Iowa City, which is 90 miles away from where we're at now. And so at first we thought we had to drive there ourselves by the end of the day. So it gave us like 4 hours to get the cat. They had to separate the cat's head from the body, put it in a box, and then we go up there. Well, we found out we can FedEx it. It's going to cost like $75. They have to put it in a box and have ice in there, and then they FedEx it overnight. We already know that the cat doesn't have rabies, and we already know that the dog uh, can't get rabies. So I don't know why the neighbor is being such a bad person. I'll say it nicely. It doesn't make any sense. And she knew that the dogs were vaccinated. She knew that there was no chance of them getting rabies, but she was vengeful and still reported it to animal control. And then, of course, now they must go through with this autopsy to prove that the cat doesn't have rabies. Well, the cat we adopted when we went to Colorado, the cat was there. The people that used to live there left the cat there, so we adopted the cat. The neighbors said uh, that they got the cat all the shots, and we weren't sure if it got fixed, so we took it in to get fixed, and then they put the cat under, and it was already fixed. So that was already done too. But I can't get any proof records from the vet places. They couldn't find any records that it was done, but it was done. But even so, even if the cat didn't get its shots and had rabies, there's no possible way for the dog to catch it because it was fully vaccinated. So, oh, here I'm saying that. This is, oh, by the way, YouTube, this is a vaccine for dogs for rabies. This has nothing to do with the other ones for humans. This is for dogs. So don't give me no copyrights for saying that word because it has nothing to do with human ones. It's just a dog. I guess I should have been careful with my words here. Now I'll probably get in trouble for that. Ay, ay, ay. But anyway, it's just a big hassle. My sister's freaking out. She wanted me to go do all this stuff, so I got ready to go. But I'm mad. I wanted, the neighbor to know. So I was going to record this whole event and record all the expenses, in case we have to take her to small claims court. I don't, at first we thought it was going to cost in the hundreds of dollars to do all this. I don't know how much it's going to cost now, probably close at least to $100. So I don't know, but I was going to take a camera with me and record going up there, getting the box, taking it over to the neighbors, showing her the cat's severed head. So then she knows that we had to go through all this trouble for something that was unnecessary. She did not have to report that she was worried that the dog was going to get rabies when she knew that the dog was vaxxed with a dog vax, not a human vax, YouTube. So it's all stupid, and I got really mad. I wanted to go over there and chew her out. My sister's like, no, let's just get this over with. But she just wants to let it all go, which is all fine and dandy. But then, there's still a chance, I suppose, if the cat came back with with rabies, then she'd have to go to court. Well, I can already tell you the cat doesn't have rabies. We know that the cat had its shots, and we know that the dog has his shots. So there's no possible way for anybody to get rabies, but she still did it anyway. Then she was afraid that we were going to do something. She should have came. We said, why didn't you come over and talk to us? My sister went to the vet to try to save it, and it was too late. And then, well, we didn't have a chance to talk. Well, that's something important, You don't just do that to a neighbor, There's no reason for that. It's just unnecessary. So I was mad. I wanted to, record the whole thing, and show her. And I was going to go over and say, look, here's what we got to go through now because you thought there's a chance for rabies when there is no chance. And then I was going to record all the expenses that it cost to do all this, plus all the pain and suffering to go through all this stuff that didn't need to be done. But she wants to do it. So they're going to find out. They're going to do the autopsy. They're going to find out the cat was fine, which we already know. And then all this money was wasted. All this time, all this pain and suffering was all, in vain because she should know. That doesn't make any sense. Why would animal control, if they were vaccinated, the dogs were vaccinated, why would animal control say, hey, yeah, we need to make sure? I guess, there's still a chance? No, there isn't. I looked it up on Google. There is absolutely no chance of a dog that's fully got its shots. No, it wasn't. See, no. There's absolutely no fault of the neighbor or the dogs. There's no fault there. But the way she handled it was wrong. And Iva, welcome, God bless. And yeah, the dogs are fenced in, so it's fine, and they're pit bulls, But I guess I don't know. The whole thing is stupid because we know that the cat had its shots, but we don't have the records because it was from Colorado. So we don't have no records for it. So she was all freaked out that her dog was going to get rabies. But if it's been fully vaccinated, how can it can't? Look it up on Google. You cannot, a dog cannot, if it's fully vaccinated and it's had its boosters and it's all up to date on its shots and everything, there's no way it can get rabies. She wanted to do all this stuff and go through all this extra crap. And it just made me so mad. And now my sister's mad at me because I was getting ready to do all this for her. But, I have stuff to do too. I'm supposed to be going over to visit my kids, and she wanted me to do this, and then my, ex is upset, and my kids are going to be upset, so it's just a big thing. So, yeah, there's nothing to do. The cat went over into their yard. It's not their fault. I'm not blaming them for that. I'm blaming her for, going through all this other crap with animal control. And, if we didn't get this autopsy done today, it had to be done today. So it's going to be shipped overnight. But if we didn't get it done today, then she would have to go to court for all this. So my sister's all freaking out. She got to get this. The cats, they have to set off the cat and put it in a box to go to Iowa City to make sure that it didn't have rabies. But we already know it doesn't. And even if it did, it didn't matter because the dog's vaccinated. So what? Ugh. Maybe this is some kind of a lesson here, but because that's why I didn't want the cat to go outside. But my sister wanted the cat to be able to roam around. But it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. So it's not the neighbor's fault. I'm not blaming the neighbor. I'm not blaming the dogs. I'm blaming the neighbor for going through all the other crap that was with it. She didn't have to do all that, and then have all this, all this stuff, and they made her, do all this today, or she'd have to go to court. So, and she doesn't, she's planning on moving to Florida. What ends if the court dates after she moves? Then there's a big, it's just a big hassle for something that didn't have to be done. We accepted the blame, but she thought we were going to do something to her. And we're like, why would we do something to her? It's not her fault. Our cat went in her yard. We agree with that. But why does she have to go and, request that the cat have an autopsy? And the only way to do it is to cut the head off and ship it out. That's traumatic. It's just, it's just a big pain in the butt. So I'm not going to make this long. That's about it. If you didn't hear the whole story, please go to the beginning. I don't want to make this too long. People don't want to see it, but I wanted to put it on record in case something happens down the line where we get blamed again. My sister didn't want to do it. She just wants to get it over with. I wanted to record everything to have it as evidence. But now she forfeited that. So now if something comes back later on, you never know, then, she's still screwed and, would have to fly up from Florida to go to court for this. But if we had it all evidence recorded like I wanted to do, then we could have, we'd have the proof that she just wants to get it over with. Anyway, that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say really. It's just the fact that it's the neighbor went through all that extra stuff to make things harder and to traumatize everybody even more and make us go through more stuff that costs a lot of extra money for no reason. That's the main thing here. I just wanted to have it recorded. I wanted to have it as evidence, even though this isn't much for evidence. This is just my word over what happened. I wanted to record the whole thing. But anyway, at least I got something. I don't know. And I also want to say, too, just at the end here, that I'm sorry I haven't done any videos. I've been really super busy. My sister has moved in here, too. There's a lot of people in the house. There's still someone working on the house, and there's people coming over all the time. And I haven't had really time. I've had a little bit of time here and there, but not much time to really do anything. But when they move, I'll have a lot more time, and I'll be able to do live streams. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. But I just wanted to have this as proof of what happened, even though it's just my word over anybody else's. But I promise you I'm telling you the truth. And I told you from the start, it's not her fault. It's not the neighbor's fault. It's not the dog's fault. It's the cat that went over there. So it's not our fault. But, she could have just let it go right there, Instead, I'm so scared that the dog's going to get rabies. I'm so scared that, the neighbors are going to do something. Well, what are we going to do? It wasn't her fault. She should have came and talked to us. That's what the whole thing is. She should have came and talked to us, and we would have discussed it. She would have known we're not going to do anything. We're at fault. She's not at fault. We're not blaming her. She thinks, there must be something else going on for her to want to try to protect her dogs when the dogs are already vaccinated. Is there something else going on? Is there a history behind some of this? I don't know. But it doesn't make any sense why she would have to do all this extra stuff. And then if we don't get it done today, then she's going to take us to court. Hi, Will. Welcome. God bless. I don't know. I'm doing okay, I guess. Had a lot of stress going on, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of, my sister had to move in here until she could move to Florida. And, there's just a lot of other stressors going on. But I'm doing okay, health wise at least. Nothing terrible, but I don't know. I guess, some prayers would help. I haven't been on too much I don't want to bring up a bunch of problems, on videos. This video is just to have evidence, of. That's the last picture I took of the cat, right there. Cat was up by the TV. Marfugal was on. You can see the Marfugal in the background there. But yeah, see, I'm making this too long. Okay, I'm sorry. If you got here late, just watch the beginning. That's the main part. I'm just going on, trying to explain it again to people that joined later. But it's just the fact that the neighbor was vengeful and had to do all this extra stuff. It didn't have to be done. I'd understand if the dog didn't have its shots, but then if the dog didn't have its shots, then she'd be in trouble. All right. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. God bless.